Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode of Beyond the Mask. Today I have some potentially big news with regards to the upcoming Scream 7 movie, and it involves Neve Campbell. So before I go any further here, I have to say this source who I've been talking to is the exact same source who basically told me all the major news regarding Scream 7. From the info about the script being more or less done, to the inclusion of radio silence and the rest. You can check that video out over on my channel right now, but please understand this is not official. Don't treat this as confirmation. This person seems reliable, but he could also be selling complete bullshit at this point as well. And I've been in a situation where I've reported fake news and the person has turned out to be fake. So take this with the tiniest grain of salt. If you're tuning in for the first time, this user basically works on a production website and he has somewhat of a reputation for leaking information about movies that are submitted to this specific website. Most of his details are anonymous, although I have been told by a reputable leaker that this particular person was extremely accurate when providing details about the Flash movie that's just been released recently. But once again, huge grain of salt, don't treat this as official. But following my last video, it occurred to me, despite me asking this user details about Scream 7, I never asked him one of the major components, especially for me personally, about the movie, and that is Neve Campbell likely to return in the movie? So I asked the question, and he responded very simply by saying, I'm not sure if she's in the script, but I do know that Paramount are keen to have her back for 7. So, with this information, I then asked, are there any negotiations taking place with Neve herself at the moment? And he said, none that I'm aware of, but I think when the movie is announced, they'll likely announce the Corfall's return over everyone else. So let's just process this. If this is true, and it's a big if because I'm still skeptical if I'm being completely honest with you guys, Paramount want Neve Campbell back for Scream 7. It's unknown if she's in the rough draft, however, and currently there are no negotiations with Neve at the moment. The way he said the Corfall will be announced first indicates this is likely the priority right now. Making sure the Corfall are back is priority, with the negotiations with Neve taking place likely later. Part of me is skeptical because it's been said and done before by other accounts with no actual proof, but then part of me can't help but think this likely adds up. I believe most of what he is saying at the same time. I'm just extremely cautious about it, but I'm glad that Paramount are eager to have her back for 7. I guess it's just all up to Neve now when the negotiations start, but I'm guessing that will be around next month, seeing as it's rumoured the announcement will be coming around the physical Blu-ray release date, but I guess this is good news even if it's not reliable. Would you like to see Neve Campbell in Scream 7? Share your opinions below on the situation. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and share, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on a single Scream 7 update, and I'll see you guys in the next video.